Hi guys, welcome on the show. Um, Welcome back to the stream. So, if you are joined the part one yesterday, we talked about how to make money online in Nigeria. We talk about the we strategy. We are not just hyping. And today is the part two. So today I'm going to break down specific skills that can change your life if you take them seriously, honestly. And that's what we are going to be doing today. And thank you guys for joining. And I hope you have some takeaways in this, and this is going to transform your life. And believe me, you can learn literally anything. Just give it your best shot. You take your time to learn it, master the art, always focus on the fundamental. Like I said earlier, it's very, very important. If you build your foundation very well, it's going to be very, very easy for you, to excel, to learn, to become advanced and expert on on that particular skills. So first on my list again today, we are going to be talking about video editing, graphic design, and freelancing. These skills, these skills are the skills that got started. These skills are the skills that got me started, and they're still working for me in 2025. So wherever you are, if you are in Lagos, in Ibadan, Abuja, anywhere you are in the world, drop your location in the chats, in the comment section, and let's see which of these skills you are most interested in, and let's dive deep into it. So, but for now, we are going to take some talk about some break points, some points, the video editing, the tools, the freelancing, the tools and everything, the website you need, and the right skill, the right path you need to follow. Those are the things we are going to be talking about today. So, but for video editing, we are going to be talking about some tools you need, like CapCut. We all know CapCut, and CapCut is for a beginner in the video editing. It's for beginners because it has a very simple interface, and literally anyone can use it. You just need to take your time to watch a couple of tutorials on CapCut on how to use it, and boom, before you know, you're already an expert. So CapCut, it's very, very easy, and it's easy. So just get some videos on YouTube, you know, to learn from. Um, there are so many tutorials on CapCut on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Even there are so many YouTube shorts that you can just watch on a specific skills. The first thing you need to learn if you are learning how to use a new software is first of all get yourself familiar with the interface. The interface is very, very important. Unlike programming that you need to learn some new programming, some language syntax, and all that, learning algorithm and all those that. But software, using a software editing tools, like CapCut, you just need to get yourself familiar with the interface. Get yourself familiar with the interface, and boom, before you know, you already become an expert and also learn some skills. And sometimes this is what we do. Let me give you some secrets on what most of these editors do. So this is what they do. Wherever you have a project you want to work on, it's not necessarily you already have the skills or even know the pattern or how to edit it. But first thing you need to do is need to have a visual of what you need to do. Need to have it in your head, like, okay, this is how I want this video to look like. Once you know how you want the video to look like, then you're already like 50% halfway to get the video done. So then you probably watch a video or two on how to smash the picture you have in your head. So That's what you do. And you can watch a couple of video how to cut, transition, some kind of transition you need. And you can even get a video as a reference, to to use to as your own workflow to edit your video. So that's how easy that is. Then the next tools that we're going to talk about is a little bit advanced, which is the Adobe Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is a little bit advanced. So if you are planning to go into video editing like with your full chest, so I would recommend you learn Adobe Pro. It's not free actually. So you have to be paying around $21 in a month to use the software. So also, Adobe Pro have a very, very large ecosystem, and they have so many softwares like After Effects, what's the name? After Effects, Audition, and Photoshop, illustration, and all that. So you can always that make your workflow easy in case you want to move your video, a still shot from your video to Photoshop or even After Effects to make some motion graphics design and animation. That's what After Effects is. So I don't want to dive deep into those because I don't want to distract you because I know those software might sound a little bit weird because probably this is the first time you're hearing it, or you must have heard it somewhere, or even seen it on, or probably have it on your system, and you are meta procrastinating. You don't know how to start. So I'm giving you a headshot. It's very all these things are easy. Literally anyone can do it, and you can always learn it. So give me a minute. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm back. So, and the next on my list we have DaVinci Resolve. So DaVinci Resolve is a little bit advanced. It's an industry standard software, and also Adobe Pro is an industry standard software. But DaVinci Resolve is a little bit advanced. It has almost everything you need to make a video in one place. It has advanced editing, color grading. They have Fusion, which is for equivalent to After Effects to making your effects, VFX, animation, color, 3D environment, and all that. So, and also they have the audio section where you can do your sound engineering. So DaVinci Resolve have all these tools in one place. So you just need to download the DaVinci Resolve, and it's free. It's totally free. But if you want something a little bit more advanced, then you can purchase the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, which that's what I'm using currently. But currently I'm still using Adobe Pro, cutting my clips in Adobe Pro and moving it to DaVinci Resolve to color grade, then bring it back to Adobe Pro to complete the editing and also do the sound engineering and all that. So that's a little workflow I'm using. So it's very, very easy. You just need to get yourself familiar with all these environment. So how can you get started and what you charge now? Editing contents, edit for creators and sorry, this notification is distracting me a little bit. Let me turn it off. Okay. No, never mind. So how can you make money? How to get started and how can you start making money like instantly? So you can start by editing content for creators. You edit for church. You can get influencers to edit video for even brand. But I want to give you a tips. I want to give you a tips. You need to learn is storytelling. Editing video is not just cutting, color grading. It's an art itself. So you need to learn a storytelling skills. So by learning the storytelling skills, from there you'll be able to tell a great story, even with a little project, you can tell a very great story that will capture the heart of your viewers. It's very, very imperative, and you need to learn a storytelling skills. So editing video is not just cutting video, color grading, sound design, and all that. So by learning a storytelling skills, you'll be able to excel. So the number two we'll be talking about now is the graphic design. I mentioned on my last video, which is the part one, graphic design is very, very easy now. There are so many ways around it. You can start with a starter tools like a Canva or Adobe Express. Those platforms have a preset of a template you can use to always edit your to make your designs. They have several templates, millions and tons. So wherever you need, neither it's thumbnail, neither it's flyer, neither it's card, business card, or whatsoever, they already have a template, like a preset, a template you can use. So it's always there on the platform. So all you need to do is just grab one that you like and change probably the picture, the background, the color, etc. So once you have that change, you can deliver a professional looking graphics to your clients, without even them knowing that you only spend like 3-4 minutes in making such astonishing graphics. So if you want to go a little bit advanced, you can start with Photoshop and also Illustrator. So if you have a Premiere Pro subscription, which I mentioned earlier, for $21, you can use the Photoshop and also the Illustrator. Those are advanced tools, and it's really, really, really good to learn. So once again, these are softwares. You just need to get yourself familiar with the environment, and you are need to go. So some services you can be providing with graphic design is creating logos for people, social media posts. You can create a thumbnail for social media posts, even a thumbnail for YouTube. You can also create flyer for people. You can start with your friends. You make flyer for them. Let me give you a secret. You might be a little bit nervous, when you first started, that okay, probably you don't have the idea, the required skills, or you are not a professional already. You can just do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor by becoming a novice again. If you are learning a new tools, the only favor you can do yourself is becoming a novice again. Just get started. The best time for you to start is now. So you just need to start anyway, and that's what you need to do. And believe me, if you got a gig from a client, being a beginner, they are going to probably pay you less, and that's how you learn. So you use their work to learn how to perfect your job. There might be a little bit mistake or a little bit flaws. Don't even mind. Just deliver it that way. Just make sure it meets the industry standard by checking some references on Pinterest, or even some already some thumbnail that are already there on YouTube. So you can use those as reference and check the quality of your job and just deliver it. Those people that pay you such amount to make the video, if they have a very large budget, like a lot of money, like a big budget, they won't call you. They know the professionals, they will call. So don't even scared to start to use their job to learn work. Just use that work, learn work. Use and learn work. That's what I'm saying. So how can you sell this service online? Well, selling this service online is it's easy. Also, we have a great weapon. This generation have a great weapon. What's our great weapon? Which is the social media. The social media is the great weapon you have. You can sell any service, literally any service online using the social media, wherever it is, so you can sell it to people. All you need to do is polish your profile, your portfolio, and make it worthy. And if people know that you know what you are doing, they will definitely patronize you, of course. So again, the best way to start is by starting with people you know. You know, don't forget to charge them, because they say business and services strip when friend and family. Business and services strip when when friend and families paid for their service. They say business trip when friend and family pay for their goods or probably service. That's what they say. Sorry, I forgot that cliche, but you get the idea. So you focus on clean, high quality design. You know, don't really follow trend. I don't follow trend like that. So just focus on clean, high quality, clean design and be yourself, be creative. You know, let unleash the beast in you. So the third on my list is programming. So this is a very broad topic, and it might take you years to learn. Might not take you years, Sha. Depends. It all depends on. Now that we have AI, it's a very good tools to learn, to learn and encapsulate it with your programming skills. So so without further ado, let me tell you focus area in web development. So the focus area in web development, you start with HTML, which is the hypertext markup language, and you learn CSS. I'm talking about web development now, you know, no programming as a whole. So we're talking about, I'll be talking about programming as a whole, but this area that I'm talking about now, the focus area now is web development. So you learn HTML, you learn CSS, CSS, which is the cascading style sheet, and you learn JavaScript. And also, if you are planning to go full stack or even go backend, you can learn PHP. But if you want to stay front end only, learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is enough for you to to become a front end developer. And if you want to go back end, you can learn PHP also. So in PHP, you can leverage on several frameworks like Laravel, Code Integer, and Symfony. There are so many of them. So if you want to learn HTML, I would recommend you start by learning from Coding Camp, or you learn from W3 School. They also have courses for CSS and JavaScript there. And believe me, it's free. So all you need to do is consistently keep learning and focus on both theory and practical, because you can watch 1 million videos on HTML or even CSS or even any skills at all without actually practicalize it. You are just wasting your time. Those knowledge will not stick to your head. So it's very imperative. Wherever you learn, you practicalize it, work on a live project, get some idea, look up to some mentors online and remake some of their projects and even check their source code and see how they get things done. So it's very important. So if you are going on the app development, you need to probably learn Kotlin, JavaScript, or even Flutter Wave. So there are so many resources online, even on YouTube, that you can learn. But the best way to start is first check out the documentation of that particular language. Read through the documentation and get every necessary support you need online. So that's how people do it. So a platform you can probably post your work or even get gig. Fiverr, GitHub for your use GitHub for your portfolio, and Upwork also. You can get a freelancing work there. And A real-time job, you can build you can build a website for a small business, you can build a website for a small business, or even build a coding school portal and all that. So all these things still resolve on you practicing. You need to practice. You need to practice, 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 practice. They say practice make perfection. You always need to practice. So, and now I'm going to give you a key takeaway in this niche. Don't chase too many languages. You cannot be learning JavaScript, learning HTML, CSS simultaneously. You just need to pick one language and learn it, understand the fundamental, know the basics, and practice it on a real life project, and before you move on to the next level. So there are hierarchy to these languages. If you are learning, if you want to become a front-end developer, you need to first learn HTML before you learn CSS, then followed by JavaScript. And also, if you want to become a back-end developer, you need to learn PHP before you learn any framework at all, or before even learning about MySQL, which is the JavaScript and the database language. So there are hierarchies to these things, and those are the patterns you need to follow. So many people make mistakes because they don't really know what to learn first if you want to learn all these skills. So I'm giving you this as a key takeaway from this live session, and that's how we do it. So you just pick one part and go in deep into it. Don't want to be a front end and back end, and even a back end developer and even a software developer at the same time. It's not going to work. If you chase two birds, two of them go wrong. No. So I'm speaking from experience because I learned all these things the hard way. And all these things I've mentioned earlier, the tools and everything, I've used all the tools, all the skills I've mentioned, CapCut, whatsoever, the programming skills and all the languages. I know all these languages and I've used them. So I don't know how it might be. I might probably want to put on some tutorial on some of these tools, and I might not. It depends on what my viewers want. And if you want any of these tools that you want me to probably post a tutorial on how to get started with it, you can write it in the comment section, and I will definitely work on it if time permits me. So the next in line is the freelancer, Upwork, and Fiverr. So we have already spoke about that, and you already know. So the keyword here is good thumbnail for gigs, polish your skills, and the most important thing is your mindset. Your mindset is very, very, very important in this. Like I said earlier, you need to practice, you need patience, you need a good delivery, and a client communication. Those are the things you need. I wish you good luck in all your endeavors. I wish you get this in a very easy way. Yeah. So big shout out to my subscribers, my viewers, and everybody. I love you all. I love all your comments, your likes, and I'm so grateful. And you keep me want to go harder, want to make more videos, want to make more documentary, going live more, and telling you about some of these ideas that I have on my head. I know this might not come handy now, but believe me, you might need any of these skills in the near future, and you will definitely remember I talk about it and how you can get started with it. So thank you. I love you all. And I want you to tell me in the comment section which of these skills you are going to pick up this year. Drop it in the comment section and let's talk about it. And you might by choosing one of these skills, you might be helping one of our viewers who are a little bit they're having a choice paralysis on which of these skills to choose. So by making the decision for them, you're also helping them. That's why I always encourage people to comment. So drop your comment, and you are going to get a response from me. Trust me. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Love you. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends, family. You can even share it with your clients. So thank you for watching. Bye.